welcome back to Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler, and we will continue our campaign here for Napoleon's Ambition, playing as France. And let's go ahead and go here. I've been looking around, and our aggressive expansion still isn't that bad in the HRE. And so I think that it might be time to go ahead and attack again, and this time to attack Lorraine. This is the one that I wanted to do last time, and I think that it would be just fine. There's a lot of enemies here, but let's see. The Gelray was the other one that we were looking at, and that's going to be 112,000 manpower. Lorraine is 149,000 manpower, so it's a little bit more. My hesitation here is the fact that it didn't go overly well last time, and I don't see any reason that it would be any different here. We had to pull in some allies who may not be willing to join again so quickly. We attacked in the south. Let's attack in the north. If we attack in the north, most of the allies of Lüneburg were up here as well. I think it'll be okay. Antwerpen is here. Gelray itself is over there. These are both Lippen war goals. Or we just do this, which I think is the better option, because it's 75% aggressive expansion. The only problem is the show superiority war goal, but I think we can eventually get that given the fact that we're France. So let's declare war. So now we're still at war down in... Oh, that's not good. We're still at war down in the south. And let's try and get both of our navies to collect up. Or down in Mexico, I should say. Which is technically south, I guess. But, that is worth noting. I brought those galleys to sell them. We're still at war over here, but I don't anticipate that being a problem in the slightest. Who are we fighting here? Rebels? Okay. You come fight us. That's okay. We won that siege. Nice. Let's just quickly carpet siege the enemy there. Okay, so who are we actually at war with up here? Oh yeah, no one of consequence. Let's go ahead and try and knock out some of these southern states and let our vassals worry about the north here. Saluzio, start pulling your weight. There you go. Okay, I can't really sell those galleys while we're sitting here, so. How far away are we from this? 72%. It's growing so slowly. Much slower than I anticipated that it would. I'm not going to spend that much coin. If we have an opportunity to knock out some of the smaller nations without fighting, that's just extra for us. Yeah, we're going to let them expand freely. Alright, so just kind of collect up here. Let's see if there's a concede region. There is not. But we have 99%. And I don't know if we can get everything from... We can get everything from them. That's going to be perfectly fine. Oh, hey, 100. For 100 gold, I think this is actually more valuable to me. I am big on revoking cores as being extremely valuable. Just simply because it's that much less you have to really worry about. And this belongs to Antilla. Well, that's not ideal. Definitely not ideal. We have won one of these sieges. So yeah, that's now Antilla. Okay, Regensburg. Let's sue for peace. Where are you? Thank you. Ah, yeah, it's just right there in the middle. Can I get transfer? I can get transfer trade. Good. We appear to be at war with that one. Let's actually go over here. How big are you? Too big. Okay. I do need a vassal of Prussian-ish culture over here. Ideally Brandenburg, but Brandenburg is huge. So I'd have to restrict them before I did anything with that. I need to mess with my estates again when this wars are over. Alright, that's good. Let's get that colonist back, and we will... yeah, we'll go ahead and stick that colonist there. It's okay. I also have in mind to attack Castile, but we'll see. Go on up there. Augsburg, you get out of the war, please. Please and thank you. It's like they're trying to siege down these level 4 forts, and in the amount of time it's taken to do that, I can call Denmark in. I'm not going to call Denmark in. I don't need to. Come on. Come on, 75%. Okay. Ooh. I think that that's going to be worth it no matter what. 65 stuff. That is present now. So this will help out. Ooh, this is 53% present, so we're getting closer. And obviously these wars are providing a lot of monetary benefits. And honestly, we can dismantle the HRE at some point. That is going to wind up being a goal at some point. It's just not primary on my list right now, but I don't need... Oh, that's a great air. I don't need the HRE any longer. Okay, you're willing to peace out. For how much? 19. Good. Just go away. Just go away. Alright, we've won this siege. Ooh, force religion. Far more valuable to me than anything. Literally anything. That's another prince. Well, prince, but that's another nation that has the correct faith here. And I'm going to go ahead and go to there, and then that will be, when all three of these sieges are done, that will be all the nations that I really care about. Ah, yes. At some point, I had a my conquistador die, so I had pushed them back to the main land. Oh, here we go. Brunswick. I need to get you. What is the situation of the HRE? Verdun, Hesse, Lüneburg, Munich, Thuringia, Brentz, Nassau, and that would probably wind up a pretty easy war, I would guess. I mean, I'd hate to jump the gun on that, but I would assume that that's a pretty simple war to win. If I wind up doing it. This episode has seen my marriage with the Commonwealth end twice. Now here's the thing, Holland is too big. Okay. Taking land from Holland obviously is going to be a lot. But I need to start eating away at them. This is the cheapest. And I'd be able to connect it by land, which would be nice. Looking at 28, 32s, that's a lot. That's going to be a lot. 14, 24. So that's probably going to be able to take Gent and that one. Yeah, should be able to. Now Lippe obviously facing the peasants up there. Alright, so there's Verdun. Give me money. Yeah, I don't need trade power. See, I'm so hesitant to spend this monarch power because I want it to be available when the institution's ready, so I can knock out the institution stuff as quickly as possible. But alright, so they are now willing. They're willing with money, maybe even with money and war reps. Perfect, and I'm going to keep that. So the very rare actually core it. Come on down here. Where are you going? Okay. Excellent. Let me direct my army. First off, let's go down here and let's figure out where I want to go. Do I go to Liège or Lille? I'm going to go over here. Yeah, we'll go here. That one's going to unsiege so much more when I take it. Now let's go to the colonies. I think I can run 3 perfectly fine, and they need Kentucky pretty badly. So I'm going to go ahead and try and cut this off. Grab the whole state of Kentucky. Burgundy is working on their other mission here. Oh, or fort, and we have a mission completed. What was it? Colonial expansion. A permanent claim on a lot of areas. Nice. That's all in India. I'm not overly eager to go to India. It's not completely out of the question, but I'm not overly eager to. Bremen. That's not an acceptable thing here. Oh, I can't get there. Right, I have to get fort access. Alright, well, we've won the Siege of Bremen. So we can force their religion, and that will stop them from seizing that land. Let's walk right onto our territory, and then right on up here. We have no general, but it hopefully won't matter, because look at the discipline, look at the morale, look at the stack wipe. Boom. Gelred is the only nation left, right? It is. Alright, where are we? Ooh, that's perfectly good. This is what I really wanted. Is that unacceptable? Might actually be acceptable. Let's look at this. Cacomes, I think, is free. It's small. Holland, I have a truce. Portugal, I have a truce. Galway, I have a truce. Lorraine, I don't. Utrecht, I don't. Baden. The only big ones on here, we have Austria. And Castile probably is somewhere in that, but maybe not. They don't appear to be. There's no one who's big in that. I mean, letting it go till January is probably best, but I think I can take it. I think I can do that. We're going to have to get to January probably anyway. And I think we want war reps. But yeah, let's get to January and get 100. I'm perfectly fine with that. Let's head on over here. Thank you. I mean, certainly if we get to the next January, we would be fine. I don't think we're going to have to get there. They just hired mercs. Oh. Castilian Louisiana is still Castilian. So it must just be the colony gives me that. Because attacking Castile's not out of the question immediately. Oh, I think the Commonwealth is going through the stuff to get out of their government reform. The question of rights. Burgundy's opinion of me. Give me whatever that is. Burgundy's opinion of me can be low. I don't care. We've won the siege of Galway. Looks like we're good on carpet sieging everything else. Let's take them down. We're at 99. We're well past January. They're willing to do it. And yeah, I think we're pretty solid on this coalition. I'm not afraid of it in the slightest. And that gives me another fort. It's in farmlands, though, so I probably will just delete it. Let's see if there's good land in this general area. I'm not actually sure that there is, that I own. Well, Burgundy here owns some good land for a fort in the area. But yeah, I think we'll keep the fort there at a level 2, and then hopefully I remember to delete it when we take a province around the area here. I am curious if I have a fort over here. I have a fort in Liège, and that's Burgundy. So yeah, we're fine. We're going to leave that fort there, even though it's not defensive, and so I'm not going to worry about upgrading it because it's not defensive. But I would say that that was a good war, and so now the question becomes, what do I do with this? Because Castile is being completely overrun by Portugal. And so declaring a essentially colonial war isn't a terrible idea. Trying to take a lot of Louisiana or Mexico is not a bad idea. And the show superiority is the only one I have. We have way more troops. I'm surprised that Castile is able to field that many to begin with, but let's do it. Obviously, the Papal State is of first concern, I think. So let's go ahead and come down here, largely because I just don't think that I should have done the estates and sold those galleys while I was at it. But I just don't think that Castile has very much around here. Now, we could call Tunis in for promise of land, but I'm not going to do that. And so I think that we can just kind of march around over here. I'm not concerned about the troops over here by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, here's the coalition. And that's fine. If they attack me, I'm not too concerned. I think that Tunis, Denmark, and Commonwealth, at least Tunis and Denmark, will back me. We've already won one battle. And I'm also not expecting this war, taking any land over here, to increase that coalition. Just simply because... Are you going to Cato? You're going way up over here. Toward Kansas, my home. Alright. I don't know what... there's way too many rebels for you. Obviously, we need... we're going to concede these two. Let's see, this would be all we would want. And, like, yeah, that's not increasing the coalition. It's not at all. That would be 75%, and that would pretty much take what we need. We could take California while we're at it. Yeah, that seems to be reasonable. Seems perfectly reasonable to me. We can get war reps. Yeah, that seems perfectly reasonable. I think we can get that done. Not an issue. Yeah, Portugal has Castile completely occupied. Let me go stand in the... Well, stand in the fort. Just to ensure I'm in somewhat of a defensible terrain while you go deal with the Papal State. Tunis is not a long ally for this world because I do want to Italy at some point. We're going to try and chase Castilian Louisiana. Where are you going? Oh, you're running away. There we go. They're no longer going that way. There we go. That should get us a battle. And a stack wipe. I like to see that. And how much do I want to risk? I don't know how much I want to risk, but I know how much I'm going to risk. Hey, we can finally embrace the institution. I've lost sailors. That's just terrible. Embrace the institution. Okay, we can't unpause because we're over the limit. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. And then we're going to come over here, and I'm going to take influence. Ideas. And we're just going to hit the first two there. And I think we're perfectly fine not taking any Diplo technology until the idea group probably is done at this pace. Yeah, I think that's probably safe. We're going to go ahead and at least go to there. And I'm not going to upgrade my troops in the middle of a war. Did that change the combat width? It didn't, but we're at 32. I don't think that one did, but something did at some point, so I need to... at the next piece, I need to fix my combat width and probably get some cannons going. But after Influence Ideas is done, then we'll integrate Lippe and get the second achievement of the run. And that will be an absolute good thing. Is this Castile? No. We need to be watching for whenever Portugal gets them out of the war. We're going to actually have to take Rome for that. Noted. Alright, so that one's being taken. On over here. Centralize it. Austria's entered into the coalition. Alright, well, that is everything seized down here until we go over here, but I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. We'll finish this war in the next episode. If you have enjoyed this one, if you've enjoyed the run, please do like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I will see you next time.